You can access the entire episode now on our website, forbiddenknowledge.news, Rokfin, Rumble, and all podcast platforms. This brings us to the other topic that I wanted to get to is your insights into the Mandela effect and how this is affecting our perception of events and time and everything that's unfolding.
Right. This one's a doozy. Just when you think, you know, what's the next shoe to drop? This one really blew my mind because now I'm in this 3-4 years. So my eyes are open. I'm like, I'll believe anything if it's valid, you know. I mean, I'm not resisting much that comes to me. Flat Earth was easy for me. All of the stuff about the alien disclosures. I mean, I have a biblical worldview on aliens, but when I found out about the Mandela effect, it wasn't hard for me to accept, even though it's really hard to accept. It's like, how is our reality morphing, you know? But the examples are so compelling, and there's so many of them. You know, like if you ask most people any of the pop culture questions, they'll get them all wrong. Like, what did the witch say, you know, when she was in front of the mirror in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Blank, blank, on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I've done it 50 times, and everybody says
magic mirror or mirror, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there was a guy that actually was a sociologist. He did a survey online with 25,000 people in the sample. And he asked them like 20 different Mandela effect questions. And like mirror, mirror, it was 92% said mirror, mirror. Well, this guy went on to show these studies where they have studied the probabilities of a group of people all misremembering something, like they see a car accident, right? The numbers of people that will misremember it the same way is about 5 to 10%. So if they say the guy had a red shirt, but he actually had a blue shirt, okay, the people saying he had a blue shirt, they're misremembering. Anything beyond 10% is an anomaly. All right. Because if you misremember, you don't misremember the same way as everybody. Yeah. Okay. And so what his study showed was most of the answers were in the 70 to 90 percentile, where they were all getting it wrong, and they were all getting it wrong the same way. So that's statistically impossible. It's not improbable, it's impossible. Okay. It's like 10 to the 50th power if you apply the scientific discipline of probabilities. It's not possible. So it's basically empirical proof that this is a phenomenon. And then I have 7 different types of proof. And so one of them, I think the most compelling proof is flip-flops. Okay, so this community is huge. It's millions of people. I mean, you can go on any social media platform and you'll find thousands of channels on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I have over 5,200 subscribers. And all I talk about is the Mandela effect. That's it. I mean, I wander off on stuff, but it's basically about the fact that the things that are changing in our reality includes the Bible. So my whole thing is talking about the fact that the Bible's changing, along with pop culture and the ramifications of that, and that's a whole nother show.
Well, I would love to get into some of those examples if possible, and then get your further insights into what's behind it.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'd love. Yes, definitely. Let's do it.
This is like the third rail of reality. I mean,
I love it.
The church is not happy with us. We're being called heretics and deceivers and charlatans. And so, you know, there really needs to be a little bit of groundwork laid as far as what our testimony is. Our testimony is that we woke up one day and our name had changed, okay? And so, in other words, something that vivid, like if you woke up and your name is Chris, and you wake up and your name is Kyle, okay? And then all of your bank statements say Kyle. And everybody around you knows you as Kyle. And your driver's license, your birth certificate, everything. All the way back to the, high school yearbook says Kyle, right? Now, if you woke up to that tomorrow, would you consider that a supernatural phenomenon?
I definitely would.
Right, and that's because you're like, I don't care what the data sphere is telling me. I know what my name is, bro.
Yeah.
Right. So what that proves, okay, is that humans have a faculty within their soul called certainty. And it's beyond knowledge. It's something deep inside of us. It's almost it's an emotional state. Certainty is an emotional state. And it's a faculty that God gives us, and it drives behavior. And so that level of certainty just brushes aside any logical reasoning, right? Like, how impossible is it that your name could be Kyle? I don't care. I don't know. Okay. I don't know how it's possible. All I could tell you is my name is Chris. Okay. So shut up.
Yeah.
Right. So that's us. Okay. We're waking up and we're finding things in the pop culture. I could go on for the next 2 hours with pop culture examples. Okay. Depends is now depend. Tidy cats. Let me do the flip-flops.
Sure.
Because we watched these things happen and then they flipped back. We woke up, the entire community woke up one day, and Flintstones was now Flintstones, no T, which makes no sense because everything in the Flintstones is Bedrock, Barney Rubble, Mr. Slate, right?
Yeah.
So Flint, no T. Now, the naysayer will automatically jump to the idea that it's Photoshop tricks and we're just boobs, right? We're just weak-minded boobs being tricked by a government psyop. Please.
They're just altering the internet.
Well, we went into Walmart and we saw the Flintstone lunchboxes.
Yeah.
We do our research, okay? And during that period of time, you could go into the original trademarks and you could see that it was always Flintstones, all the way back to the beginning. Hello, this is totally unexplainable. It wasn't, oh, well, companies changed their names. Are you saying that that's a fact, or is that just a Hail Mary guess? Because we did our homework. Okay, so Tidy Cats becomes Tidy Cat. I went into the vet store and I saw the stuff on the shelf, bro. Tidy Cat, no S. Well, guess what? 6 months later, it switched back again. And now it's Tidy Cats. So was Houston, we have a problem, became Houston, we had a problem. And then the other one was, and this one, I have absolute proof that this happened. Okay. Chuck E. Cheese became Chuck E. Cheese's. So we wake up one day and Chuck E. Cheese, which I used to take my kids to all the time, is now Chuck E. Cheese's. And I'm like, no. Okay, the website is Chuck E. Cheese's. You go back to the original. You can look at the Wikipedia and the history of it and the company. We checked the original trademarks. And in that moment, or with that timeline, it was always Chuck E. Cheese's, basically. Just long story short. Well, then, something like a year later, we wake up and it's Chuck E. Cheese again. But this time I had made a video in the initial change when it first switched. I made a video and I captured the Wikipedia picture of the Chuck E. Cheese's in that when it first shifted. So I'm in a different time stream. I'm in a different universe. I don't know what it is, okay? But I got a picture of it. That's residual evidence. And I still have it, and it has the timestamp on my computer. I use it in presentations.
Yeah.
And what that shows, the timelines in that picture don't line up with the timeline right now because now it's switched back again. So this is real, okay?